it's cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating it.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now ETN to start the drive.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This thrown quickly out to Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
The Jaguars at 2-6 now on the year.
Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it.
And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Play action. It's Lawrence. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
1st and 10. It's Etienne.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
He completes it to Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side with Etienne.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he's got this down to the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Handoff running left is Etienne. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Etienne up the middle.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
On 1st down, Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Tight end, that's Waller. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here we go. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 4. On play action, Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They go play action with Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence now off the bootleg. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here comes the Simons. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, exit. Hey, exit. Hey, Alpha. Hey, Delta.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar 1st. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Lawrence. The pressure right. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the ball. 51. Back, right.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. Touchdown! Jamal Agnew, as the first half is winding down. And the Jags go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
beginning of this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line.
And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we now go downstate to Orlando. Time report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it. In this third quarter of action. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Now Lawrence.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll come out in the pistol.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
Touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, our coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays doing so far.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the batter. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Toss left side for Etienne. And he's got it down to the 28.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second down at 7. Here's Lawrence going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Hey, back up. Bravo. Hey, Wahoo.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And the round is on. It's 24-0. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position where they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And it's complete to Adams. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will score.
score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Carr will look to throw. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And he's got a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different, 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
With the handoff to Robinson.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Caught by Jones. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
From midfield now, Lawrence
Finds his tight end Ingram.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Lawrence on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Anthony Averett picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.